to the shit the NFL did. Pay attention to the shit the NFL did to Shedeur Sanders. That was their way of buck breaking him in public. That was their way of stripping his pride. That was their way of supposedly taking his confidence. And that's one of the reasons why I stopped watching football. They did this shit to Colin Kaepernick, and they continuously play in our faces. Knowing how good of a player Shedeur Sanders is, and they wait to the 5th round of draft, 144th pick. But even though they draft him at the 144th pick in the 5th round, he's still happy. You can't take that happiness from him. Look at this shit. You see this reaction right here? Proud of you, champ.
But that's the team that that his father said he wouldn't play for. That's one of the teams he didn't meet with because his father said he wouldn't play for him. That picked him. What about that story? Instead of the story being Shedeur, with a chip on his shoulder, how about shout out to the Cleveland Browns for picking him even after he said, "Man, we ain't even gonna meet with y'all. My son not gonna play for y'all." What about that? Shout out to the Cleveland Browns, man, for humbling themselves, man, and picking them up at the 5th round. Because at the 5th round, he is a good pick for the 5th round. Even if you feel the way you feel about him, which a lot of teams did in the 5th round, he's a great pick.
Imagine being drafted in round 5 and being 140. Shedeur was 144 in the 2025 draft and was the most talked about drafted player of this year. Tell me God don't work miracles. God is who he say he is. I am who I say I am. God will put first last and last first. He knew what he was doing with that young man. The NFL knew what they was doing. That was upper heads that did that. Don't pick him the second day. We're going to make him wait it out. They knew they was coming for him. But they wanted him to there and worry and get defeated. But he didn't, because guess what he said?
Okay.
You got to keep faith in God. When you continue to hold on to God, he will show you. And that's why he's the most talked about in the draft pick of 2025. That is overshadowing the ones that got picked first. Tell me that God don't work miracles. They tried to send a message to his father, and the message got sent back to them. The noise got louder than the message that they was trying to send. The NFL knew what they was doing. Congratulations to Shedeur Sanders. You deserve this. You worked your tail off. This wasn't handed to you.